There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Dublin Stadium in the spectacular, beautiful country of Ireland. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Wildcats have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cyclones offense will get the first possession of the game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Quarterback gets enough.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none none of them were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. And they've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game one in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created game one if you want this season to be successful.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Boom. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Pulls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to... K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bradley. Wide open spaces. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. On the run. It's Irvin. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Johnson looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Let's it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Townsend. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Hansen. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First and goal from the 5 as they try to put up the first points of this game. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes it on the shovel. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. Kansas State pushing the pace. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Got it in the middle, it's Sauer. Knocked down for the tackle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's caught. It's Hansen. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Sauer. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Cyclones are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The play action fake. Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the... important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on, they execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning on the Jets. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the Cyclones will keep this drive going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. To the air. It's Beck. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a crease to the left. Sweet cut there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence.